Yeah, I'm Tyler Kirkham. I'm a comic book illustrator. I do work for Marvel, DC, done work for Zenescope and other publishers as well. I've been doing it for about 15 years. I think when people see, my name, they probably associate me with Green Lantern, Deathstroke. To me, I had a blast on Deathstroke just because I love drawing like masked characters. The book was kind of violent and that was a lot of fun to draw, the swords, the guns. I've also done a lot of Superman though, and that's a completely different thing, There's the spandex, it's not the armor and the gear. I love to go back and forth between different looks anyways.
Tyler's dark style led him to work on tie-ins and varying covers for Dark Knight's Metal, a comic book series which introduced us to the idea of a dark multiverse, led by the iconic character, the Batman Who Laughs.
When I first started seeing images for that, I was very interested in it and wanted to at least have some sort of part in it, whether it was covers or whatever. Luckily I got the chance to work on Drowned. I split that issue up with another artist, Philip Tan, and he did half the book, I did half the book. And then that led into me doing an issue of Justice League, which tied into the Metal series as well. And then from that, I was able to do covers. One of the issues that I got to do, and they said, hey, you can draw Batman fighting some sort of fantasy-esque creature. And of course, I was like, I'm gonna have Batman fight a dragon. That's like up my alley. That was a lot of fun for me. And that was probably one of the most fun I had on the cover that year. And people just really got into that Metal series, and all the books that tied into it. And I think that's obviously why, the Batman Who Laughs character has become so popular among fans.
Tyler is also known for his work on Red Hood and the Outlaws, Trinity, The Immortal Men, Earth 2 World's End, Blue Beetle, and much more. His profile also extends to the world of Marvel, having drawn for Return of the Wolverine, X-Men Gold, and Venom.
Over the last couple of years, I've mainly been focusing on covers, retailer variants, and I'm starting to do my own covers as well through my own website. And one I'm pushing right now is Amazing Spider-Man 15. I'm doing a 3-issue set. It's a store variant for me, so I'm gonna be kind of telling people about that this weekend as well. And dude, while you're here too, man, take one of these. So this is Amazing Spider-Man 15. These are limited to 3,000 and these are both limited to 1,000 copies, like worldwide. So, and then this is my sketchbook that I just got made too. It's just full of black and white art. This is the first place I've even had these available. I just got my shipment last week, so. Another thing I'm gonna be pushing this year is a new sketchbook I'm releasing. It's called Midnight Oil. Features a lot of my black and white line art. It's not a story, it's not a graphic novel, it's just a sketchbook. A lot of people don't get to see the black and white stuff unless they follow me on like social or something, and kind of a fun way to show the process, I grew up, in the Image days, 90s. I'm a 90s kid, like I loved, when Image launched, that was huge for me. That's when I really got into comics. I mean, I was into Wolverine and the X-Men and stuff before that. But when the styles started changing and the coloring started popping a little bit more, I just really got into it and I really started drawing a lot more. I would submit my portfolio and I eventually met an editor at Top Cow. She hooked me up with my first gig and the rest is history. I worked for Top Cow for a while, did the Marvel stuff, went to DC. So I'm kind of just dabbling on the cover thing right now. I'm really enjoying it because it actually allows me to have a little bit more time to come do signings like this. Oh, nice, you got a page.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I figure I'd get somebody from everybody.
That's great, dude.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely, man, thank you. I've been doing signings for Free Comic Book Day, my whole career, basically. I enjoy coming to a shop and, signing for people and just kind of chit-chatting with them about drawings, and occasionally, I'll run into someone who's an, aspiring artist, and maybe I can give them a few pointers, because me as a kid, I went to these things as well, because not only did it inspire me to continue the craft, but I was also able to meet the artists that I was a fan of, and that was just very cool for me. So I think back to when I was, on the other side of the table. Yeah, what I like to see is I like to see people bring old books like that, that I just, oh my gosh, I forgot I did that. All right, dude, some new Guardians. Love signing this stuff, dude. It's a lot of fun to work on. It's really cool to sign those because you just don't see them a lot. And then yes, the guy that came in the Grim Knight cosplay was really cool.
I'm here to win it, I don't do it if they think I'm playing. Hit the top and get it popping, yeah, that's where I'm staying. We are a big cosplay supportive community, and they supported our store by coming in dressed up as the character too as well, kind of like the Grim Knight that came today. I want to thank everybody who came out to the store again today. This is the second signing this month. We had Scott Lobdell, and now we have Tyler Kirkham here, and I can promise you guys there is more to come in there. Thank you again for the community that came out in drones again, and definitely watch out for us in our social media. There's going to be more to come.